Namaste, Pranam, Gita Dhyanam. Om Parthaya Pratibodhitam Bhagavata Narayanena Swayam Vyasena Gratitam Purana Munina Madhye Mahabharatam Advaitam Ritavarshinim Bhagavatim Ashtadashadhyayinim Ambatva Manusandadhami Bhagavad Gite Bhavadveshinim. O Bhagavad Gita, with which Lord Narayana himself gave enlightenment to Partha, the ancient sage Vyasa included it in the Mahabharata. O Goddess, showerer of the nectar-like knowledge of non-dualism contained in your 18 chapters, O my affectionate mother, the destroyer of rebirth, I meditate upon thee. Krishna Vandana. Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kansachanuramardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadguru. Son of Vasudeva, the slayer of Kansa and Chanur, extreme delight for Mother Devaki, O Lord Krishna, the supreme teacher of the universe, my salutations to you. Srimad Bhagavad Gita, the 15th Adhyay of the Purushottama Yoga, and Sri Krishna is taking us on that wonderful journey of being trapped in the clutches of Prakriti, of being trapped in that the prison, that net of Maya, escaping from that net, escaping from that prison, escaping from that bindings, that bondage, towards the Almighty, towards the Paramapurusha. But that doesn't happen so easily. It is not, although we are all striving towards it. We are all striving towards it consciously or unconsciously, knowingly or unknowingly. Some of us knowingly proceed towards the Purusha and they succeed. But most of us, we strive, we yearn, like those great souls, like those enlightened souls, the knowers who know where to go. Their striving is towards the Purusha, Paramapurusha, the Adi Purusha, the Paramatman. And our striving is towards the worldly enjoyments, towards acquiring and possessing the worldly objects, those sense objects, and make all the efforts to retain our possessions in our power, in our grip, in our grasp. This is the difference between the two strivings. The yogis, the enlightened souls, they strive towards liberation, towards mukti, because they know what is right, what is wrong. They know what is real, what is unreal. And that is how, once the Jivatman gets liberated from this body, depending on the karma, depending on what the body has done in this birth and the previous births, the future journey is decided. Where is it going now? Is it going from lower birth to higher birth, or from higher birth to lower birth, or does it remain status quo where the journey ended? The same spot, the journey restarts again in the next birth. Now, all that thing is determined by the influence of the gunas on this poor fellow who is imprisoned in this cage. The indweller, he wants to go back, but lured by the temptations of the gunas, the senses that are at his disposal, the five senses, sense organs, and the mind, that major culprit, that determines the future course of action, whether that Jivatman is going back to the Paramatman. Only the blessed few, only those who have known what is real, what is unreal, they can get to that state. And Sri Krishna has told in the previous shloka that we read that, yes, we are all striving. Yatanto yoginaschainam paschantyatpannavasthitam. The yogis who are striving towards that knowledge, that ultimate knowledge, they cognize him. They realize that ultimate Purusha. They realize that Parameshwara as dwelling inside. The same, what that is, the same thing is here which is dwelling in me. That the knowers they realize. Knowers they know it for sure. That the Pashyanti Atmani Avasthitam. This Atman is very much dwelling inside, is part and parcel of that. Like Sri Krishna says that everything is part and parcel of me. But a very few have that realization. And others, yatanto pyakrutatmano nainam pashyanta chetasat. Those, the akruta atmanaha and achetasaha. The unintelligent. Achetasa is one who don't have that the consciousness at all, the intelligent consciousness. One who are dumb, one who are unintelligent, one who are driven towards the worldly enjoyment. And the akruta atmana. Akruta atmanaha is unripe atman. I mean, atman is there, but it is all hidden under that the veil of ignorance, hidden under that veil of delusion, and doesn't realize the intellect of these people who are mad after the worldly enjoyments, who are striving the worldly enjoyments. For them, the Atman is absolutely hidden under that veil of ignorance. Now, such people, they can never strive for the higher things. Only the yogis who know that what is this here inside is the same as that is from where it has come. So that is what Sri Krishna has told, and like Sri Ramakrishna told in that the example that he used to give to his disciples, that those striving towards the worldly enjoyments, the akruta atmanaha and achetasaha, they are like that water pot with a doesn't matter minute hole. Some water pots may have a big hole, some water pots may have a minute hole, but whatever the size of that hole, big or small or minute is, water will never get retained in that pot. Everything will just get washed out. Everything will just get drained out. There is no use of filling that pot with water again and again and again, because there is no stuff in that pot to hold the water, to hold that knowledge of what is the reality, what is unreal, what is true, what is fake, what is permanent, what is passing. That thing has to be understood by the person, by the being, and then that decides what is going to be the future course of action. And now slowly Sri Krishna is taking us towards the explanation on what of this Purusha is, towards whom we are all heading, knowingly, unknowingly, maybe today, maybe after 1,000 years, million years, but we are all heading towards it. Now what kind of that Purushottama is? Sri Krishna is telling now in this 12th shloka that we are going to read today. Yadādityagataṃ tejo jagadbhāsayate'khilam yaccandramasi yaccāgnau tattejo viddhi māmakam. Again, Sri Krishna is bringing out that topic of the illumination of the sun, the moon and the fire. Sri Krishna says that yadādityagataṃ tejaha. Adityagatam teja is the teja is that brilliance, that light, that luminance that is residing, adityagatam, residing in the sun. The radiance, that illumination, that luminance, that light, that brightness, that brilliance, that is residing, which is residing in the sun, which is residing in Aditya. Jagadbhāsayate'khilam. Through that light, this entire world is illumined. Because of the light in the sun, this entire world gets illuminated. After the sunset, when the sun goes into the west, it just goes below the horizon, the darkness starts spreading after that twilight, then there is nothing but darkness. So the whole world, for that matter, is getting its light. It's getting illumination from that sun whenever the sun rises from the east till the time it sets in the west. Till that position of the sun above us, the whole world in that span, in that plane, is always illumined, unless and until there is some eclipse or suddenly a cloud comes in front of sun. Maybe for a moment, for a fraction of a second, for a few minutes, there will be some kind of a haziness when there are lots of clouds, but still the light remains. The luminance of sun is so bright. Even if on a severe cloudy days, we say, oh, it is so cloudy, there is no sun. But still, during the daytime, that the sun is there up above in the sky, there is some kind of illumination. But otherwise, the whole world is lit by that wonderful light of the sun. Yadādityagataṃ tejo jagadbhāsayate'khilam yaccandramasi yaccāgnau. Yaccandramasi yaccāgnau. In the same way, even moon, for that matter, moon also shares her light with us. And also the Agni, the fire. Now these are the three sources of light. They are mentioned time and again in our scriptures, and Sri Krishna is also telling us here that these are the three sources of light which illumine this world, which spread the light on this earth, which kind of spread the knowledge among the ignorant ones. Now what Sri Krishna says, tattejo viddhi māmakam. Tattejo, their brightness, their luminance, their illumination, for that matter, their capacity to share that light. Māmakam, that light, that splendor, that brightness, that brilliance, whatever the sun, moon or fire they are sharing with the entire world, that light comes from me. That light belongs to me, nothing else, no one else. They are all the sun gets its light from the moon, from the Lord. Now, Lord is the ultimate power of illumination. Lord is the ultimate source of that light. And Sri Krishna here is clearly telling that it is the Paramapurusha which is so much self-luminant that it shares its light with the sun, with the moon, and even with the fire which is again created artificially by the human beings or by the natural elements. So all this light that you see, that it belongs to me only. And therefore Sri Krishna says, that is my greatness. That is where you get all this illumination from, you get all this knowledge from, for that matter. Now light is just a simile kind of. Yes, we all get light from sun, moon and fire. And therefore in the 6th shloka also, Sri Krishna had said, in the 6th shloka he had said that natatbhāsayate suryo na shanko na pavakaha. That the self-luminous one, that self-luminous one does not need the illumination from sun or moon or fire. Now these are the three primary sources of illumination for this entire creation. At least for this solar system, the sun is there. There might be another solar systems. For them there would be another sun. But again, those different suns also, they get their illumination from this mighty Mahapurush, the Paramapurusha. So Sri Krishna says, just imagine what is the greatness of this Purusha towards which we are all heading. Just imagine the brightness of this Paramapurusha, this Purushottama. Imagine that brightness from where we have all descended and We have got trapped in this world of Maya, in this creation of Maya. And our journey towards that Purusha is slowly happening now. The light which residing in the sun illumines the whole world, that which is in the moon and in the fire. Know that light to be me. I am that source. I am that parental source. I am that ultimate source from which all the light comes through in any form you take, whether it is sun, whether it is moon, whether it is fire. All the light comes from me. The existence of a thing can be seen with the aid of light. Only through light we start seeing, perceiving the things around us. In the darkness, we only know I am there. When it is utter dark, we can't see anything, what is next to me. We can't see the objects in the room. We can't see what lies where, unless we are so very familiar with that room that we say, I know table is here, chair is here, the bed is here. But in the unknown dark circumstances, we just don't know. We are walking on a dense dark path. We don't know where there are any obstacles. But in that utter darkness, only realization is, yes, I am there. Whether somebody else is there or not, what lies ahead, what is lying there ahead in front of me, what is lying there besides me, I don't know anything. I only know I am here and I am in this total darkness. And in that situation, all one needs is a small ray of light, small, that aloe. And this is what happens when we are, so much desperate in the darkness. Our only realization is I. And then the light comes. That light comes. That light is a great, it is a great hope for us. A great brilliance for us. Even if it is a minute ray of light. That brings in, that gives us the hope that yes, there is a light somewhere, there is a light somewhere. So we just look at that light. Oh, it is coming from that tiny hole in that roof. I am getting some sunlight. Now we know from where that light is coming. Now just imagine what would our reaction be when we know from where the sun's light is coming. When we get to know that, that is the ultimate knowledge. When we get to know the real source of light. And here Sri Krishna is explaining to us, time and again he is explaining to us, I am that source. I am that source from whom the moon is borrowing its light from sun, fine, but even the sun is borrowing its light from the great Purushottama. So that is what Sri Krishna tells here in this 12th shloka of the Bhagavad of the Purushottama Yoga, 15th Adhyaya of the Bhagavad Gita, indicating that whatever light you are seeing, whatever knowledge, it is a simile of whatever knowledge we are seeing, it all comes from that eternal knowledge, from that ultimate knowledge, from that ultimate light. And that is how the enlightenment happens. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Sri Krishna Arpanamastu. Jai Sri Ramakrishna. Jai Thakur. Jai Ma. Jai Swami.